Hi everyone, welcome back to the course. Today I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to light this product in Blender, and this is the best way you can actually be able to make some money with the 3D art. So a lot of people, the way they make money through 3D is just by making product visualization, is by making the best lighting ever. So this is for the beginners, people who are actually trying to make simple lights and be able to actually make something for themselves. Yeah, so this is how you're gonna be able to actually make the lights in Blender. So this is what you're going to be creating, by the way. Yeah, this is the image for fully, like when I was done with the renders and everything outside of Blender. This is the final image of Blender. You can see this is the all the results that I had by just a simple model that I got from Sketchfab. So I took it and I changed some few details like the textures, the shaders, and all the other materials. And I'm using a simple HDRI, which is I'm not using the last one. I'm also going to give the link in the description so that you can be able to access the HDRI. So it's a wooden studio, which it's a wooden studio. You can find it on Polygon. You can just go there, download. It's free, and yeah, for that's what we're gonna be doing for today in this tutorial of the course. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also give me a like and give me a comment so that I can be able to actually make more videos in the future. This will help my algorithm to grow so that I can be able to make more videos like this. So the first thing that we're going to do here is I am going to come here and first of all close some few tabs so that you can get a clear view of what we are doing. So this is what we're going to be doing. Let me close something like that you can know everything. I'm gonna just close the word for now, and we're gonna start by a few lights that you can actually have. Let me also maybe hide this area light also, and hide also this one here. Yeah, you can see that we have a blank space in Brenda. There's nothing here. Let me just zoom out a little bit so that you can actually know what's going on. Right, so but there's something I want to do first. Let me go back to solid view. Let me bring back my screen keys that I don't have it here. Yeah, sorry for this one. I didn't install the add-on. I'm gonna be installing it later, so I'm gonna be telling you every key that I'm pressing. So what you have to know is you have to first of all press Shift A in order for it to actually be able to actually get any light, and you might mostly use, yeah, there is another which is called tree lighting. It's free also. I'm gonna give you a link in the description so that you can download it. It's free, and we're not gonna be using any other for today. We're gonna be using real lights that can help us. And by the way, for best for if you want the best photo up, or if you want to photo clearly, the first thing that you have to do is come and download Brenda 5.1 is the one which I'm using. It's the latest version that we are using for now in 2026. I don't know if maybe when you're gonna be watching this tutorial. Yeah, so we're gonna start doing the project. So I had this iPhone. I'm gonna be giving also the link in the description so that you can be able to download. I'm gonna give the link to for this guy who actually came in, the guy I used the model, so you can also use the model. So if you want to follow up, because this is not my model, but maybe in the future, yeah, but probably in the future I'm gonna be making another phone. I'm gonna be making a phone tutorial that I'm gonna show you. Yeah, let's start. Let's stop talking and let's start doing the job. So the first thing that you have to do when you're lighting something like this, it's better to have your camera actually set up. Let me show you how they set up for the camera. For me, I always use always use 80 millimeters so that the lens of the camera is actually on the front of the phone or the front of the model. It's the best for product visualization, like those images that you see maybe on Amazon, on eBay, all of those places they use this lens. Like if you're making like for an e-commerce for a person who is trying to sell the product or maybe on eBay or not on Amazon, you can actually do this, and you can also you can then there's a best side where you can actually start getting gigs, and that is actually, yeah, a lot of guys use Fiverr for this one, but you can also like make a good portfolio on LinkedIn and start getting like a good clients, so that, yeah, let's stop by doing that. Let's stop talking that. The first thing you have to do is first of all set your camera. By the way, the way you set your camera is by pressing Shift A, and let me show you. I press Shift A and scroll down to the camera, select the camera, and you have to take to the view is Control Alt 0. Let me show you something like my view is here, but let me say like I'm gonna put it like here. I'm gonna say maybe like this, but I want my camera to be in front of this one. So what you can do is press Control Alt 0 so that it will be here. This is not the view, so you have to bring it back. Let me press Control Z for like the redo, because this is not the one I want. The first thing you have to do is set your camera first when you're gonna do some lighting, so that you're gonna be having a clear view and a clear angle how the lights are supposed to be. And when you're actually going to light something which looks like cubic, the first thing that you have to do is come here, like begin on the sides, like I have the side light which is here. Once I press Z and go to render, you're going to see that there is a light that I have put in here. So it's there is a light which is like here on the side. Let me press go back to so that you can see it. This is the light which is for the side. So it's better if you start on the side when you have a cubic object like this. It's a cubic, or like, I don't know. But when you have a shape which is rounded like cube, maybe cubes, rectangles, all of those stuff, the best way to actually do this is by putting the lights first of all on the one side, so that you get a clear light of of the object. So once you have that, you get the light on the side. Let me just put it like this. You see that there is this light which is like here, and you zoom in a little bit, you can see there is a reflection which is hitting on the side of the phone model. And another thing which you're going to do is come and this is another one. You're gonna put another light on the side. You can see we have another light which is reflecting on the side. This is gonna help you to get a clear angle on how you're gonna be doing them. By the way, you're gonna be putting those one in a rectangular shape, and putting them, scaling them on the z-axis, so that you're gonna be having a good light which is floating. Like, let me show you how it's supposed to. You can do that. Bring back this stuff, do z, then solid. You're gonna have to come and scale it. For example, you can scale it like that is like this. You can scale it on the z on what x-axis. You can also scale it on z-axis. Yeah, I don't know how you're gonna be doing it, but this is how you're gonna be doing it, right? So you're gonna be scaling it like this, and I'm gonna press like this one, scale on the z-axis, and you scale it a little bit so that you get a good light hitting the side. And make sure there's a few distance between the phone and the lights. This is a simple setup. It's called 3-point lights actually. So let's go back to a camera view, and I'm gonna come here and press like render. Now you can see we have some lights hitting our phone on the side. And by the way, the best way to actually do this, let me show you the best render that's gonna help you to get this type of view that you see. Maybe this is still black, but you're gonna see later on what it's done. First of all, come here for the new version of Blender 5.1. Since from 5.0 to 5.1, they're using something which is called ray tracing. You can use this one. And it's better like it's like cycles in Eevee, so you're gonna be having ray tracing in Eevee, and it's gonna be running fast and also giving the best quality that you can't find in another area. And the setting that I'm using for the format is like you can see it right here, so you can come and paste this one and maybe somewhere, or maybe you can use yours. I don't know which one you're gonna be using. We're gonna come like what can I come here on the render, scroll down a little bit. I need to show you something. You're gonna come into camera management. I think for you it's going to be filmic here like this. It's going to be filmic. You're gonna go to AGX so that you can have a clear view also, and come and change it to medium high contrast so that you're gonna have a good contrast on your image. But there's also chronic. There's also a new one which is called it's Chronos PPR neutral. Yeah, we can check this one out. If I see it's not having the best view that I want, I'm gonna change to AGX so that I can have the best thing. And I also have set up my transparency for my HDLI. Alright, so now we're done with that. Now you have this light which is floating on the side, another one which is floating on this side. What you're going to do is activate another light, which is going to be it's not going to be an area light, it's going to be a point light, which is going to be for the background, right? Now you can see we have something, you can see that the background is being seen right here. For now, I'm not going to put any lights in front because the moment I did that, there was some kind of reflection that I didn't like. So I just said maybe let's use another trick. Instead of using another light in front, we're gonna be using an HDRI, right? So you can see we have the lights here, and also the background lights. You can see also the lane is reflecting. You can also put like the top lights also. Yeah, the top light also is also there. You can see there's some reflection on the top also. You can put another one on the bottom if you want. Yeah, I can also do that, but for me, I didn't want to do that. So because anyway, the HDR lights can do it for me. So now we're gonna do something which is gonna help us. It's gonna be using like simple HDR. You're gonna come to new, and as you can see, the started to get something. We're gonna come to the world properties, and we're gonna go to color management. We're gonna come here to the environment texture. It's gonna be asking you for an HTML. There's a link in the description where you can get an HTML on Polygon. The HTML I'm gonna give you is free. I only use two HTMLs that are for studios because I mostly follow about product visualization. Yeah, so we're gonna come here and pick this wooden studio HTML, which is see it now. Once you put in the HTML, it's going to give you this one. I don't like Chronix for now. It's giving me some heart attack. I don't want to change some settings. Let me go back to AGX because I want a good view that's gonna help me do good stuff, right? Gonna go back to HDX. You can see that we have something at least here. It's not that because I wanted it to be like a neutral. And if you're wondering how you can get this view on this, I added something which is called an empty. So this empty just helps to actually like give you this empty is for the depth field, right? So let me also show you like a bonus on how you can actually be able to set up the depth field. You're gonna come here to the camera view and scroll down where you're gonna find what we call depth field. The by the way, this also is needed, but yeah, so this is going to be the depth of field, right? We're gonna come like you put the place where you want your depth of field, like when the clear focus of the camera that should look, and the other one is going to the rest of the part is going to be blurred. So the way you do that is by coming here and selecting This one you put an empty in the front of an object and then you just put it there. And then what you do is and let me just put it like this. You just come to take a picker and then you select which one you want. And then where the empty is, that's where the depth of field is not. It's not going to focus because it's going. The depth of field just brought stuff on the sides, like on these areas. But for this one, you're gonna be having to actually it's going to be showing you, it's going to be making the background blur so that you get a clear view of a lot of stuff. So without the depth of field, it's gonna be taking everything. It's gonna be showing everything. In the real world, we know that the only thing the focal current of the camera focus on is on what you want it to look. Even the eye, you cannot see everything at the same time. You just see what your eye is focused on, and the rest just become blur. So that's the usage of the depth of field also. Yeah, so guys, that was it for today. I was showing you how you can be able to actually make good lights in Blender. If you have stuck until the end of my tutorial, thank you very much. And I'll be making more videos in the future. So I will see you next time. Give me a subscribe and also a like and a comment on what I can improve. I need your feedback. Yeah, I will see you next time. Ciao.